Hello guys, this weekend it's Manchester United versus Fulham. It's a 3 o'clock kickoff on Saturday, so let's get into it. Let's cue that intro. Oh no, welcome back to the Matchday Live, and it's me, Dan, back again. And this weekend, Manchester United face Fulham. It's a 3 o'clock kickoff, and the team, it's so disappointing what's happening at the moment. We've got two big injuries from this week. Obviously, the main one is Luke Shaw and Højlund. Højlund been confirmed today that he will be out for 2 to 3 weeks, so that's annoying. So we could see Rashford back up top with sorry, excuse me, with Rashford, Garnacho and Anthony up top. And then obviously same midfield, but I reckon it will be Lindelof. There is talk of the 16-year-old is it Harry Amas? I think his name is. He's been training with the first team, but obviously with no left back available and Wan-Bissaka still unavailable as well. There is talk of him starting this weekend, but I very doubt it. He might be on the bench for the team, but I reckon Lindelof will be playing. He's 16 years old, okay, but if he can train with the first team, just put him straight in. Play the kid. Why not? He's a better left back than Lindelof, to say the least. So, that's what I reckon he might go with. But there is actually talk of Giallo starting as well instead of Anthony, but I reckon Anthony will be in, I expect. So anyway, let's get into the match and let's talk about the last league result, which was against Luton, where we did win the game 2-1. It should have been so much more. We literally... we scored 2 goals in the first 10 minutes. Was it 10 minutes or was it a couple more minutes after the 10 minutes? I'm not too sure, but we got the first goal literally in the first minute. We got the ball, I think it was Casemiro, just loofed the ball up from, just literally clearing it. And then it was, who was it? I think it was, one of the Luton players, defenders. He went through, basically, he tried to pass it back to his other centre-back, but obviously Højlund got there first, and Højlund went around the keeper and scored. So then that was 1-0. And then literally a couple of minutes later, it was Garnacho on the volley from a corner, and it was it went to Højlund, and he pretty much twisted his chest to put it goal bound, and it went in. So then that was 2-0, and I was thinking, oh god, we could be scoring here 3 or 4 here, but then obviously Luton kind of woke up a bit, and they kind of, I don't know, they just kind of woke up a bit and they started going for United, and United just kind of sat back a bit. And in the end, it was literally, what was it? It was literally, why did I pass there? It was literally, 10 minutes later, they got their goal. It was a lucky goal because I think it was Chong, obviously, former Man United player. He went in, he had a shot and it kind of deflected, went up in the air, and then Carlton Morris was right there to put it in. I don't know what Lindelof. I don't know what Onana was doing there, to be honest with you. But yeah, it was a really, I don't know, it's poor goalkeeper, I think, from Onana. I don't know what he's doing there. He came out to try and try and do something with the ball, but he just flapped at it, and obviously Morris got there first to head it into the empty net. So, that was 2-1, and then obviously they kept going on from that point, and in the end, we got a bit of luck as well, because Casemiro picked up a yellow card, which was a harsh yellow card, the first one, and then the second one, he should have had a second one for a tackle, which should have been a yellow card. Instead, he got nothing for it. So yeah, we got a bit of luck with that. And then Harry Maguire also picked up a yellow card. So both of them came off at half time. Evans and who else came on? I think it was Evans and McTominay came on, and they kind of changed the game a bit. Evans, using his experience, pretty much was the best defender. Second half, he was literally clearing everything. clearing everything off the line, off the literally clearing every cross, and we needed that experience in the end from Johnny Evans. And also second half, I don't know how many chances that we had to make it 3-1. It was ridiculous. Literally, it was, who was it? It was first it was Bruno Fernandes, who went straight through one-on-one with the goalkeeper, went round the goalkeeper, but it was good defending from one of their players, Luton players. I'm not too sure. Was it Lokonga, I think? He had, he made the shot block, so then obviously Fernandes didn't score. And then a couple of minutes later, Rashford put Garnacho through with a great ball. And then, Rashford, Garnacho, all he had to do again, put it past the goalkeeper, and he didn't. To be honest, benefit of the doubt, the goalkeeper did get a hand to it when he went past the goalkeeper, but in the end, it was another chance, and we should have put it away and made it easier for ourselves, but we didn't. So in the end, we got away with. They got away with a couple of goals, and I think Rashford had a chance as well right before that. He had a shot, which was a good save from the goalkeeper, but apart from that, that was pretty much our chances. We just hit them on the counter attack. They just kept going up for, going for the crosses and going for the corners, and they did have a chance right at the end. I think it was Ross Barkley with a header, and he hit. It was going over, but obviously it just went just over and hit the crossbar on the way. So yeah, it was one of them. Which, was proper heartburn at that point. So, yeah, we won the game 2-1. But, it should have been 3 or 4, to be honest, to us. If we put away our chances, I think we could easily won that game. Like I said, 3 or 4, 3-4-1 in the end. So then, obviously, going into this week, we got some good news eventually. We got some confirmation that Jim Ratcliffe has come out and been appointed 27.7%, not the 25%. He's got some more percent in the ownership, which is good. And he's come out with fighting words. I'll give him that. He's, pretty much said, like, he wants to knock Liverpool and Man City off their perch like one famous Alex Ferguson did all those years ago. He even said he's not going to be like one summer. It's going to fix the team. He's all about fixing the performance on the pitch more than anything, and apparently there's talk of, and he said that there's an announcement for the Old Trafford next week, so we could see what's going to happen next week with Old Trafford. He wants a Wembley of the North, and there's loads of interviews that which is nice to see him coming out and saying like what his plan is for Manchester United, since he's the new owner or part owner, but obviously he's going to be the main man with all the footballing side and stuff like that. Still no news on Dan Ashworth though. There is talk about it. He even talked about it. He's a 10 out of 10 sporting director and stuff like that. So whether or not we will get Dan Ashworth, in the next couple of weeks is another question. But let's see what happens with that. But yeah, he just basically said, what we wanted to hear really, and let's see what's happened. And obviously, there's talk out today that we got to get Champions League. Erik ten Hag has got to get Champions League, and obviously we are 3 points behind 5th place Spurs, and it is looking like 5th place could be handed to England for the UEFA Champions League. So if we could do catch Spurs up, hopefully Spurs lose a game here and there, and obviously we've overtook Aston Villa. So have we overtook Aston Villa? I don't think we have. I think Aston Villa are ahead of us still, isn't it? Aren't they? But yeah, they haven't. I think didn't they lose recently as well? But yeah, so that was good. Some good news this week, and then it was literally till last night, pretty much. It was confirmed that Luke Shaw went. He came off. He came off at half time. Well, actually, he didn't come off at half time. He came off. What 3 or 4 minutes before half time in the Luton game, and he looks like he's going to be out for the rest of the season apparently. Whether or not he will be is another question, but then we got the news about Højlund for this weekend, so yeah, before or today I say about Højlund, but yeah, we were, they were so, I don't know. Oh, that was a dirty foul. Yeah, it was so annoying that we got those 2 injuries. So obviously Luke Shaw is going to be a massive miss, and obviously Højlund's going to be a massive miss as well, because obviously we haven't got the striker at the moment, and obviously Rashford, he's not a striker, he's more of a left wing player, and yeah, it's going to be a hard game for United. Well, I mean, we could see a formation change. We could see like 2 at top with Garnacho and Rashford maybe, and then play like a diamond or something and have McTominay. I mean, what's not stopping McTominay playing as the striker? I mean, he could play there. He gets goals. Why not? We could play McTominay as a striker. It might work. It might not. But you never know. But I haven't really talked about the Fulham game. Obviously, Fulham, they lost last weekend. I can't remember who it is against. It was always a tough tie against Fulham. But obviously, we are at home, which might benefit us. And we are on a winning run at the moment. But the only problem is obviously losing Luke Shaw and obviously losing Højlund. It's going to make our game much more harder for us. But I think we should be okay. Hopefully, fingers crossed, for the weekend. I reckon we will win. Obviously, I think we will win, but it's going to be a tough game against Fulham. I think we will score. It's going to be like the Fulham Luton game as well. I just think we will score 1 goal, and then I reckon Fulham might equalise, and then obviously Old Trafford will get up and want the 3 points against Fulham. So maybe 2-1 yet again for the score prediction. But let's wait and see. So yeah, I'm actually going to end it here for today. So please like, comment and subscribe. And don't forget to leave your score prediction below. So right guys, I'm going. Bye.